Hello there, welcome to our work. Here we discuss an algorithm to make a computer vision model fair with respect to a certain sensitive or protected attribute value. My name is Vishnu Lokhande and I will be delivering this presentation. This project is a joint work with my co-authors Aditya, Satya and Vikas. Fairness in computer vision has been predominantly executed using adversarial methods. Although adversarial methods have been shown to be competent for fairness in vision, training in adversarial methods is cumbersome and requires great deal of care in implementation. Moreover, adversarial methods require training secondary neural network modules in addition to a primary classification network. We propose a much simpler alternative by framing fairness as a constrained optimization problem and efficiently solving it. Our approach requires utilizing our optimization routine without any change or addition of neural network architectures. Further, our algorithm handles several fairness measures defined in the fairness literature. We call our method FairALM, which is an abbreviation for fairness via an augmented Lagrangian method. We explain a few of our notations from the paper first. X, Y is the feature and the label tuple. For example, an image with a label, say 1. S indicates the sensitive attribute. It is binary valued. For example, female or not female. H denotes a classifier such as deep neural network. At a high level, our goal is to minimize the expected loss of the classifier H over the dataset of features X, labels Y, and sensitive attributes S. The expected loss is essentially the true error of the classifier H over the data distribution. A fairness measure can be written as an equality between the conditional means of the sensitive attribute values. For example, the equality of opportunity measure uses the conditional mean defined as the true error conditioned on the sensitive attribute and the label value. Similarly, the predictive parity measure would involve conditioning the true error on the sensitive attribute and the predicted label y hat. To sum up, we seek to minimize the true error by searching over the space of classifiers H while attempting to satisfy an equality constraint between the conditional means of the two sensitive attributes S0 and S1. Having seen the constrained optimization problem, we now write down the Lagrangian function for it. The Lagrangian function assumes an additional variable lambda for every constraint that we seek to satisfy. We solve the dual variant of the problem with an outer maximization over lambda and an inner minimization over the classifier H. We solve the dual variant of the problem because of computational reasons and as it can be easy to add newer constraints into the problem. We should observe that the objective function of the dual problem is always non-smooth with respect to lambda. Non-smoothness of the objective poses two challenges. Firstly, it is difficult to find a descent direction. Secondly, subgradient methods would be slow to converge in practice. To overcome these difficulties, we propose to augment the Lagrangian with a proximal term. The proximal term is a quadratic term over the difference of the dual variable lambda and lambda t. Lambda t is a constant in a given iteration t. The Lagrangian is now a function of lambda t as well. We now move to FairALM algorithm by first studying a simple setting of linear ensemble classifiers. This setting has been described and was used in Agarwal et al. In their Reductions Approach to Fair Classification paper. Essentially, in this setting, the search space is a finite set of n classifiers, and the problem is to find a linear combination of these n classifiers which simultaneously minimizes the true error and satisfies the fairness constraint. We re-index the search space with Q, which forms a simplex, and our Lagrangian function would be transformed to involve inner products on Q. We solve the maximum on the Lagrangian function in the following way. Observe that the Lagrangian function is linear in Q. Hence, the inner minimization problem reduces to choosing the single best argument classifier from the set. For the outer maximization, we adopt the follow the leader principle, which maximizes the cumulative reward. Thus, we obtain a dual step on lambda as shown here. After T such dual update steps, we show in our paper that we reach a new approximate saddle point on our Lagrangian function L lambda T. Nu is of the order log square T over T, which is an improvement over the one reported in Agarwal et al. For more details on the analysis, please refer to our paper. Next, we move to FAIR-ALM for deep networks. We discuss a few adjustments that are to be made in the algorithm to make it applicable for deep neural networks. We replace the non-differentiable indicator function with smooth surrogates such as a logistic function. This is to make the algorithm adaptable to gradient-based training schemes. We compute the empirical estimates of the true error and the conditional mean on the given training dataset. Unlike the ensemble setting, the inner minimization is not a linear program and is hard to solve and eliminate. So we exchange the max and min to obtain a closed form solution for lambda, thereby reducing the objective to a single minimization problem over the weights of the neural network. This gives us the FAIR-ALM objective, which we minimize using stochastic gradient descent. These few steps are similar to an augmented Lagrangian method for a general constraint problem. In summary, our algorithm is an iterative procedure with the following key steps. First, we sample a small batch of training data. We compute subgradient on the FAIR-ALM objective with the sampled batch. Then the weight parameters are updated via SGD, followed by an update on the lambda parameters. In order to obtain a good minima on the FAIR-ALM objective, sometimes it is essential to run step 5 for a few more iterations. We will now discuss some of our experimental results. On the CELEB-A dataset, we report the final DEO measure attained by the trained models on different response labels. We observe that FAIR-ALM minimizes the DEO measure without compromising the test set errors. Further, we visualize the activation maps of the trained models on the test dataset. We observe that an unconstrained model uses the entire face, including the gender revealing parts, for its prediction. In contrast, the activation maps of the FAIR-ALM model are clustered around the specific regions of the face that are not gender revealing. In our second experiment, we use the IMC2 dataset, which is a situation recognition dataset. We predict the situation associated with an image with gender as a sensitive attribute. In this example, the target label is the verb cooking, denoted by the plus symbol. The unconstrained model focuses on the person, which leaks the gender information, while the FAIR-ALM model focuses on the food, which is a non-gender revealing feature. In this other example, the target label is the situation microwaving. An unconstrained model focuses on the face, which is a gender revealing feature, whereas FAIR-ALM model uses non-gender revealing features such as microwave and utensil. That's all for now, folks. Please do message us about your views and any questions about our work. Bye-bye.